They thought they were living the dream. A secluded cabin deep in the mountains. Luxury, privacy, silence. It was supposed to be their escape. Instead, it became a mystery. Mark and Lisa had spent years working toward that moment, saving, planning, sacrificing. When they finally bought the cabin, it felt earned. Remote, surrounded by towering pines, miles from the nearest town. No noise, no neighbors, no interruptions. The first few days were exactly what they imagined. Morning coffee overlooking the trees, cold mountain air drifting through open windows, fires burning late into the night. It felt untouched, isolated, perfect. Then the sounds began. Footsteps. Slow, deliberate, circling the cabin after midnight. Mark stepped outside to check. There was no one there, only trees and darkness. The following night, the lights flickered. A hallway bulb hummed, then snapped off. Neither of them had touched the switch. The cabin fell into silence, a heavy, unnatural silence. Soon, small objects began to vanish. A coffee mug left on the counter, their car keys placed by the door. Gone. Then, reappearing hours later in entirely different rooms. No sign of entry, no sign of intrusion. They told themselves it was stress, old wood settling, wind against the structure, imagination filling in the gaps. But the tension didn't fade, it intensified. One afternoon, a neighbor approached them in town. He didn't smile. "You're not the first," he said quietly. He hesitated before finishing the sentence. "People say that place isn't normal." They dismissed it as superstition. Remote towns carry stories. Rumors grow easily in isolation. They had invested everything into that property. They weren't walking away from it, but the nights became worse. The footsteps returned, slow, measured, not random, intentional, as if someone was studying the cabin, mapping it, waiting. Lisa began watching the tree line from the bedroom window. She felt observed, not haunted, observed. Every time she looked out, the forest looked back, empty, still, silent. Mark inspected every lock, every hinge, every window frame. Nothing was forced, nothing damaged, no evidence of trespassing, and yet the feeling remained. They were not alone. Then it happened, without warning, without sound, without witnesses. Lisa stepped outside just after sunrise. The air was cold, the clearing was quiet. She looked up, and the cabin was gone. No walls, no porch, no foundation. The structure they had slept in hours earlier had vanished. In its place, deep tire tracks, compressed earth, drag marks cutting through the clearing. Police arrived quickly. Investigators scanned the ground. They recovered remnants of heavy steel cables, marks consistent with industrial lifting equipment, and an abandoned drone partially concealed in brush. There were no broken locks, no security alarms triggered, no eyewitnesses. An entire building had disappeared overnight. Authorities struggled to explain it. Locals whispered about curses. Online forums flooded with theories. Alien abductions, government experiments, elaborate hoaxes. Speculation moved faster than facts. Then, financial records surfaced. Property transfers, shell companies, forged documentation. The cabin had never truly been theirs. It was part of a calculated operation, a sophisticated real estate scam targeting remote luxury properties. Structures were relocated overnight, resold under new identities, moved across state lines before victims even understood what had happened. Investigators suspected an international criminal network, highly organized, technically skilled, patient. By the time the truth emerged, the cabin was gone, relocated, rebranded, possibly already sold again. Their savings were tied up in litigation, their dream reduced to a clearing in the woods. They stood where their home once stood, surrounded by silence. This time, the silence meant something different. It wasn't peaceful, it was final. Stories like these are rare, but they are real. And sometimes the most unsettling mysteries aren't supernatural at all, they're deliberate. If you're drawn to true crime, calculated deception, and cases that defy belief, subscribe to Uncovered Stories, because the next disappearance may not leave behind even tire tracks.